Hello, I am starting the second episode of BioMenace, and ooh, there's different music but the same title screen, which is the opposite of what I expected. I thought I'd see a different title screen with the same music, and yeah, this is the first time I ever started up, so I am just as surprised as you are, unless you've already played this whole game before, in which I just want you to see my first impressions of everything. And yeah, this sounds like pretty good music, but I'll listen to the whole track later, as sitting here with the screen would probably bore you. And oh, there's the same cutie again, with Bobby Prince as the music guy, and yeah, let's see the story. What? No pictures at all? Only one page? I was expecting a little bit more, but yeah, a lot of it was already established in the first episode, I guess. So, after destroying Dr. Mangle, Snake begins his hunt for the remaining labs. Searching satellite photo after satellite photo, Snake is at his wit's end when he receives a fax from an agent in Alaska depicting a set of very strange footprints. "This has got to be it!" he exclaims. For lack of any other leads, Snake sets out to hunt down the source of these strange footprints. He packs up his gear and schedules a C-140 airdrop over the remote wilderness area where the prints were discovered. After jumping from the plane, his chute pops open as he slowly drifts down into the unknown. So he parachutes down there instead of landing his plane. Guess that makes sense, since in the wilderness there wouldn't be like any landing runway for a plane to land. But yeah, okay. Now yeah, as you saw, the music composer is Bobby Prince, and in the beginning of episode 1 I was saying how Bobby Prince was this genius, but yeah, in that computer core level, I noted that the music was just one small riff. It wasn't that great. Yeah, his music is really hit and miss. And I'm going to begin a normal game this time. Oh, I'm in the forest. Yeah, so yeah, for the games that Bobby writes music tracks for, it is really good, but it's really like just like a few very notable songs in each game, and the rest of them aren't so great. It's like half of them are pretty good ones, a small percent are awesome ones, and the rest are kind of dumb, like that one in the computer core. And yeah, it's another tree branch jumping level. You know how much I hate these. Like those levels in Duke Nukem 2 where you're in these these bio zones, or whatever you want to call them, where there are these rooms with trees in them. Yeah, those were like some of the hardest levels in Duke Nukem 2 for me. And yeah, and something like the swamp levels in Monster Bash, those were atrocious. It's not only were you jumping around in trees, but you also had to like jump over water and like on these small, really fast-moving lily pads, and it was just a nightmare. And yeah, I hope you're noticing there's much less reverberation in the music in this game, because I decided to put on headphones this time. Which was a piece of advice that I think Da Vinci gave me. It might have been someone else, but I think it was Da Vinci who told me to always wear headphones. And yeah, and I kinda... What? The blue shard thing is right there, and the blue shard is right here? That is crappy game design right there, I tell you. It's... like, you put a locked... like, you run into a locked door, and, like, the key is right in front of it. That's what this is. Whoa. I didn't have to go through any of that hostage-saving bullcrap this time. I just can run right into the next level. And, yeah, I didn't really bother to see what the level is called, so I'm gonna call the save file Poop. And it's kind of a trend that I do for a lot of games. I make my save titles variations of, like, poop and diarrhea. Like, I'd call them, like, Poop, Poop 2, Poop 3, Poopzilla, Poopageddon. And that's, kind of my way of putting humor into the save files. Or, I guess a lot of people would think that's an immature thing to laugh at, but I think it's funny. And why can't you shoot up? It's because when you push the up button and press shoot, it throws a grenade. Like, it'd be nicer if I could shoot straight. Woo. Snakes. This game, to me, so far is a lot harder than most Apache side-scrollers of this era. Because, like, you saw how I was struggling with the later levels of Episode 1, especially the computer core, and, I went back and watched some of those videos, and I checked, and, yeah, you know that part where I'm in the bonus level, and I like hit 9 lives and grab a whole bunch of 1-ups beyond that. And yeah, later I said that it seems like the lives capped out at 9 and you couldn't go above that, but I was wrong, because I was watching it and I had 9 lives and I died, and I still had 9 lives, so it's really adding more. And gee, these things look a lot like Gargs from Commander Keen. Or sort of like the size of Yorps, but they have the bodies of Gargs. So that's another thing that George Broussard stole from another game. And yeah, I think the one guy who made this whole game is named George Broussard. Like, I didn't really take the time to memorize his name, but I read really fast when the credits screen popped up. I think that's what I read, but I might have misread that, so I apologize if I got his name wrong, but I'll be sure to really check later. And so every time I find problems with this game, or I'm sucking at it, I'm going to blame it on George Broussard. I'll curse his name into the heavens when I'm dying. And, yeah, I'm starting to run out of time, so I better stop now.